Welcome to our showcasing of Perkins 5 Innovation and Modernization Grant Programs. Perkins I&M Purpose. It is best known as Perkins I&M, but its full name is Perkins Innovation and Modernization Grant Program. Its purpose is to identify, support, and rigorously evaluate evidence-based and innovative strategies and activities to improve and modernize career and technical education. It is also to ensure workforce skills taught in CT programs align with labor market needs. Perkins I&M is funded under the Carl D. Perkins Career and Technical Education Act of 2006, as amended by the Strengthening Career and Technical Education for the 21st Century Act, Perkins 5, or the Act. Perkins I&M Absolute Priority per its NIA, which is the Notice Inviting Applications published in 2019. It looked for projects that plan to create, develop, implement, replicate, or take to scale evidence-based, field-initiated innovations, projects that modernize and improve effectiveness and alignment of CTE with labor market needs, and projects that improve student outcomes in CTE. And today, we are featuring two of our Perkins I&M grantees.
Hi, my name is Deanna Strauss-Hersko, and I am the Perkins I&M Project Director at Lorain County Community College in Elyria, Ohio. I am also the manager for K-12 Career Technical Pathways and Programs here, and I'm excited to share with you some of the great work that we have been doing here at LCCC. To get us started, I would like to talk about some of our priority objectives for Perkins I&M. We had 6 objectives that we wanted to accomplish over the lifetime of this grant. And those include increasing enrollment in computer science through a program called Flex Factor, expanding dual enrollment pathways for students in our Building IT Futures program, increasing placement into computer science math courses through ALEX, creating computer science earn and learn pathways, replicating the LCCC SAIL model by creating a STEM success for K-12 and post-secondary students, and recruiting and qualifying instructors to teach computer science in K-12. Launched out of NextFlex in San Jose, California in 2016 was the flagship education and workforce development program, Flex Factor. LCCC was the first national expansion site for the Flex Factor program, kicking off in spring of 2018. Flex Factor is a multi-week educational experience that informs, inspires, attracts, and recruits high school students into careers in advanced technologies and manufacturing pathways. Designed to be a problem-based learning program with project mentoring from industry and educational professionals as a cornerstone of the program, students identify a real-world program that they would like to solve, conceptualize a flexible hybrid electronic device that solves their problem. They then build a business model around their product and conclude their project with a 3 to 4 minute presentation that is pitched to a panel of industry, education, and civic leaders. Flex Factor was intentionally designed to work within any classroom structure to absorb a variety of subject learning outcomes, and this flexible framework automatically makes any classroom a CTE classroom. Through this approach, students who don't self-select into STEM or advanced technologies courses are still exposed to the critical skill sets that are developed in these courses. Survey results with our Perkins I&M partner district show that 90% of students who participate in Flex Factor are more aware of the range of career opportunities in STEM and advanced manufacturing technologies. 85% of students have a better understanding of how to use post-secondary education to obtain the skills needed to do these jobs. And 69% of students feel like they could be more successful in a STEM or advanced technology related career than they did before participating in Flex Factor. Additionally, students shared they developed critical 21st century skills such as teamwork, research, professional communication, critical thinking, problem solving, and adaptability. Upon completion of the program, students are awarded a certificate endorsed by LCCC, NextFlex, and the U.S. Department of Defense. This program serves as the launching pad for students into a variety of CTE pathways, including business, engineering, robotics, IT, mobile application development, software, hardware, and many more. For Perkins I&M, we are using Flex Factor as a recruitment tool into building IT Futures, a program delivered through dual enrollment with employer engagement and on-site learning experiences weaved throughout the program. Building IT Futures launched in 2017, and by the conclusion of our Perkins I&M grant, will be running in 7 school districts in Lorain County. As a result of the program's employer-based learning sessions, students are exposed to relevant and valuable non-traditional ways of learning throughout the IT field. This learning directly applies to or complements the coursework that they are learning while in high school. While originally designed to be a pathway into software development, our K-12 partners have expanded their CTE offerings and Building IT Futures pathways to now include cyber and network security, cyber and blockchain technology, computer information systems, and more to come. Our pilot program showed through survey data that we were really moving the needle in preparing students for not only post-secondary education, but also the world of work. Additionally, we increased the number of students interested in pursuing careers in IT, which in turn will help us build the talent pipeline needed to fill vacant positions in IT in Northeast Ohio. As we build out these pathways, not only are there college credits and employer engagement opportunities for Building IT Futures students, but we're aligning the work to an LCCC certificate of completion and, where applicable, industry recognized credentials that allow students to graduate high school with not only their high school diploma, but credentials that will prepare them for an entry-level career. This program is building a pipeline into LCCC by securing Choose Ohio First scholarships for our students, providing them with a funding that offsets their tuition while they pursue a career in computer science and IT. Additionally, this fall, we softly rolled out our Cyber and Information Security Earn and Learn program. As you can see on the chart, additional computer science focused programs are on the horizon. These programs include software development, blockchain, data analytics, and the industrial Internet of Things. In our Earn and Learn program, students will gain hands-on experience working for and getting paid by one of our local area industry partners. The employer will train them 3 days a week, and students will gain in-class experience the other 2 days. Upon completion of the program, the student will have earned their degree while getting paid and while building a network of relationships with potential post-graduation employers. Many of our Earn and Learn industry partners and currently implemented programs hire our students following graduation from college. In addition, we are currently looking into the possibility of creating and implementing a youth apprenticeship program for high school students that will tie into our Earn and Learn model so that students can participate in work-based learning experiences while they're still in high school. Connecting students to math is really important, and we fully recognize that computer science and IT majors need to be able to use math throughout their degree. As this objective begins to roll out, our students will have the opportunity to take the ALEX Math Assessment to determine whether or not they are ready for college level math. If a student tests into remedial math based on their initial score, they will gain access to online math modules, math tutors at LCCC, and the Academic Support Center and Math Studio for additional learning materials. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, these resources would have been offered to students in person through one-on-one appointments, study groups, or online tutoring. Now students are able to access these resources fully online at no cost to them to retest and place into college level mathematics classes. These tools will help students improve their math scores and promote student success while also encouraging students to take college-level math in high school as College Credit Plus classes. After all, tutoring complements classroom learning and provides students with additional academic support that allows them to improve average grades. By helping these students elevate their math placement, students will reduce the amount of time that it takes to complete their degree and will save money too. Additionally, this early intervention will ensure that students are aware of the academic support resources available to them on campus when they transition to LCCC post-high school graduation. In collaboration with LCCC's Students Accelerated Learning SAIL program, we are currently developing a STEM Success program where our underserved Building IT Futures students will self-select into this program and receive wraparound support in the form of high-touch advising, personalized tutoring, workshops, and events that will develop their career readiness skills and connect them to campus resources. Additional support services are being identified for development in partnership with our K-12 administrators. Students that are participating in the STEM Success Program upon high school graduation who are Pell eligible and enroll at LCCC will automatically be eligible to participate in LCCC's SAIL program. SAIL is a support program for college students with real-world obstacles that provides students similar workshop services and in addition, gap tuition assistance, priority registration, textbook vouchers, and monthly gift cards to Giant Eagle to reduce food insecurity and to provide funds for gas to offset transportation expenses. The STEM Success Program will not only integrate our Perkins I&M students into the LCCC community earlier, it will provide another layer of connectivity for underserved students to local resources in our region. Bridging all of these initiatives is our final objective, building the teacher pipeline for K-12 computer science so that more classes and pathways can be offered in local school districts as dual enrollment CTE pathways. Our goal is to recruit, develop, and qualify 2 teachers a year throughout the teacher credentialing program. This program will build upon the foundation that the instructor has already developed in their educational and professional career, and it will embed the instructor into the LCCC classroom where they will be coached by our faculty while simultaneously learning the class that they will be teaching. Upon successfully completing the class, the teacher will transition to delivering the class at their high school for dual enrollment credit with mentorship from one of our faculty members. This process concludes with the instructor teaching the class the following semester on their own while remaining engaged with LCCC faculty. LCCC has successfully launched this objective with 2 instructors completing the program this year and delivering classes via College Credit Plus at their high school. One of the barriers that we encountered with this work was being asked to pay for the instructor's training. Our foundation has graciously provided us with a Perkins I&M mini grant, which we are using for the cost of tuition and textbooks for the instructors in this program. The internal framework for this process that is being developed will be replicated in other programs across campus where we're working in partnership with our high school instructors to upskill teachers to deliver dual enrollment classes. Throughout all of this, the key takeaway is that students and us are more resilient than what we gave ourselves credit for. The transition to online learning in many districts was seamless, but this has also allowed educators to see the gap in resources and accessibility while working with school districts in opportunity zone and rural districts. I believe that the world of education is changing and maybe in many ways for the better, and that at the end of this pandemic, we're going to see a lot of promising best practices in collaborative education. Throughout all of this, educators have had to be ready to pivot and quickly adapt. We're shifting funding to support student needs. We're using technology that students are familiar with in innovative and educational ways, which allows us to meet students where they are. And in some cases, we're literally seeing into our students' lives on a daily basis. This is a collaborative effort to raise our community, and LCCC is really excited to work with our partner districts as we move forward into year 2 of our grant. Throughout all of this, we are excited to see what year 2 of the Perkins I&M grant brings to Lorain County. We are excited to expand our opportunities through continuing to align our pathways with our K-12 partners, adding wraparound support services to our Building IT Future students to help them achieve academic and personal success. And we are looking forward to aligning work-based learning experiences through youth apprenticeships that tie directly to our Earn and Learn programs. Thank you for the opportunity to share the innovative work that we are doing at Lorain County Community College. I'm excited to have another Perkins I&M grantee share with you the work that they're doing.
Hello, my name is Vukica Jovanovic. I'm a project director for one of the projects that is funded here in Norfolk, Virginia. I work at Old Dominion University, and we work with the Norfolk Public Schools. There are 5 public schools here in Norfolk, Virginia. The main focus of our project is to provide CT educational programming and informal learning experiences for computer science and cybersecurity, also to build awareness for students, but also for their families and caregivers, and also to deliver professional training workshops. And at the same time, we're engaging our undergraduate and graduate students into mentorships program with high school students. So here, the setting where we have a project is the Commonwealth of Virginia, and computer science has been added to the math and science curriculum in 2016. And computer science have been adopted in 2017 for elementary and middle schools. And cybersecurity is under career and technical education pathway. So the problem all across the Commonwealth, we have so many demands since we're very close to the Washington, D.C., and North Virginia has a huge cybersecurity workforce. The main issue we don't have enough career and technical education teachers that can help this amazing growth that we're experiencing across the Commonwealth. And the other problem we have, other than just having not enough CT teachers, is that in this area of software, computer science, and computing, there's not enough diverse workforce. There's not enough women. There's not enough of African Americans, Hispanics. And also we're looking into these things also as in our project. So our settings, we are urban population here. Norfolk, Virginia is in Hampton Roads, Southeast Virginia, and all of our 5 high schools, Moring, Granby, Norview, Booker T, and Lake Taylor, they're all located under the areas that are identified as opportunity zones by Governor Northam here. So each one of the schools is currently receiving IT and cybersecurity fundamentals, and we have very diverse student population. So the main innovation that we're focusing here in our project is we're mostly faculty from College of Engineering and Technology, and we're trying to bridge the real-time connections and real-life industry experiences, and for students to understand what are different career pathways. So not only for computer science and cybersecurity, but how they can fit different industries, because this is becoming, especially during COVID pandemic, now it's part of everybody's life. So we're trying to expose students to different pathways that they can take after completing this project. So we understand that there are various data point entry in cybersecurity workforce, and we're focusing here mostly on CTE, and we want to show them that there are different ways they can go after this, either military, civilian workplace, or they can get certificates like, for example, CompTIA A+ in cybersecurity and IT fundamentals. And then later, we're also exposing them to the second year degree or to the bachelor's degree. So we're working with schools, and I'll show you later in one of the slides how we're trying to inform students what kind of pathways they can get. So the issue that we're dealing here is why computer science, why cybersecurity and CTE? Is there a notion that computer science is only for math and science pathway only for high-level math thinking, or industry saying that there's so many IT jobs and there's so many different certification programs that are available for career and technical education, not only for the students who are in math and science curriculums. So our main project goal is to increase access to STEM education for underrepresented high school students, and to demystify this computer science and cybersecurity, and showing them, their families, their caregivers, what is the value of taking CT classes and have credentials once you complete your high school. So many of us in this project are coming from Europe, and many of us have high school degree. My personal degree was master electrician when I completed my high school. So many of our motivation is coming from our personal experiences. So the main reason why we partnered with the Norfolk Public Schools, other than just being in the same city, is that Norfolk Public Schools was the first school system here in Commonwealth of Virginia that offered IT fundamentals and cybersecurity fundamentals not to some selected schools, but all 5 schools. So it doesn't matter what location is, we have these programs in all 5 schools. And during this grant, first year we started with Granby High School, second year we're expanding to 2 more schools, and then in the year 3 we will be having this program in all 5 schools in our territory. So Norfolk Public Schools also participated in codevirginia.org and code.org. And at the same time, ODU has been identified as a National Security Agency, National Center for Academic Excellence in Cyber Operation Fundamentals. And here in this slide, you can see how the number of students, we just opened the School of Cybersecurity, and we are having enrollment of 900 students right now. So you can see here, Bachelors of Cybersecurity, 686, and we also have Masters, Bachelors, and this is multidisciplinary approach. So students all across the campus, they can have minor in cybersecurity, but we also hear engineers, College of Science, but also we have students from liberal arts who are taking crime aspect of cybersecurity. So they can have a justice major. They're not necessarily a STEM major. And this is example, during the first year of our project, we developed educational modules for 2 courses. One was IT fundamentals, and the second one was cybersecurity fundamentals. And the way we developed these courses was exactly to match tasks as identified by Commonwealth of Virginia Department of Education. So we were making tasks competencies, and the way we did it during COVID, we had 10 undergrad and grad students working with faculty. So faculty serve as mentors, and we use Google Slides to develop all these trainings. So our approach is multifaceted. We are trying to do educational modules, we're developing hands-on activities, and also we do different engagement activities where we try to engage industry. We also want to engage parents, teachers, caregivers, and faculty who is teaching these classes. And these are 5 schools that we're working with. So first, we started this project on our Lunch and Learn project kickoff. Culinary arts CT students were making catering. We met at the library in the Granby High School. We brought our undergraduate and graduate ODU students, and we introduced them to Girls in Engineering After School Club. And some of these students later, they became mentors. So here you can actually see one of our students, Abdul Badawi. He later took over to mentor Girls in Engineering team. So we also brought a bunch of different visiting speakers as guest speakers into Computer Science Education Week, Safer Internet Day, CT Career Day. And right now we're doing these visits virtually, so we can have multiple schools attending the same speaker. And what we're trying to do, we're just trying to fit into the goal, whatever the class is. We're not interrupting the instruction. We're just fitting into what is the topic of that week. And we have external speaker delivering the topic. We also had one field trip before the COVID started, and the other ones that we planned, we're moving them to virtual. We will visit we will do some virtual visit to the National Security Center, and then also we also had mentorship program We had Cyber Patriots. We actually purchased 10 laptops first to Granby High School, and now we're purchasing 40 laptops to 4 other schools. And they're using the same laptops for Cyber Patriots team and for Greater Computer Challenge. And we also help them financially to participate in these competitions. So here you can see some of the ODU students, they were going and mentoring students in CTE, and they also developed some of the oral speaking and teaching skills that they didn't have before. And we also have a student who switched his minor to cybersecurity, and now he wants to do cybersecurity for his career as a result of this. And as a result of these mentorships, you can see that we had changes in something how the students in CT major is looking into their future career, but also our students from ODU side who participated in this, it changed their attitudes as well. Here in this slide, you can see some of the toys that you can purchase for cheap, $15, these Kamigami robots. You have these Caterpillar Fisher-Price, if you want to expose the coding to the very young population. And here you can see the same toys used for elementary level, or the same toys used for exposing parents into many of these STEM events, because sometimes you will see how parents are interacting with these toys and they get surprised of what students can do. And this is a family night of code that we did in Granby Elementary when we had some cryptographic activities. We want to show some diverse population, like hidden figures or things like that. And we think every library should have books that are embracing coding in the high school population. We also had a workshop for CT teachers where we just asked them, what are your main barriers and what are the main obstacles for you to teach these cybersecurity and computer science courses. And then I just want to finish with this. I just want to show you, here we had learning in place during the COVID. Norfolk Public Schools had a paper-based packet, and we included Intro to Cryptography. This was a paper-based activity teaching them something about programming and cryptography. And we also developed some hands-on activities by using Raspberry Pi that are available on GitHub. So what we want to say, we're now in the phase 2. We're expanding to 2 other schools. We move into the virtual visiting speakers. We are enabling virtual visits. We're now working on cybersecurity software. That will be the 3rd class that we're working on. Modules are currently being reviewed by Industrial Advisory Board, and the modules will be disseminated to all Virginia CT teachers through Judith Sams, a specialist for business and information technology and related clusters under Virginia Department of Education. And so far, we've finished IT fundamentals and cybersecurity fundamentals.
Thank you so much to both of you for taking the time to present today and share the great work that you are doing at your respective locations. We are excited to see your projects continue on in year 2 of your Perkins I&M funding.